Returning to my channel, CryptoQ Media, I want to say hello to all of you. After a brief summary of Ripple CEO's comments about Gary Gensler, we'll give you a number of price estimates. A pricing issue, I perceive. The leading analyst at ChatGPT does more than simply determine the price of XRP, they also make revisions to the price. Everyone is in their own corner. Relax and enjoy the show. Has a glass of icy water. Bitcoin 61,480 over the last 24 hours, it has increased by 4.1%. The Ethereum arrived at 3,382, a 1% increase in USD. Ta in USDC is represented by XRP's year-long companion, 47 cents, as both currencies reach respective dollar pegs. Nothing has changed since this morning. Shocker. Why is this happening? Okay, I get it. The 46 cents were not enough, you know. With a total market value of $2,291 billion, all cryptocurrencies are still within the buy zone that we've been discussing for XRP using the region box for quite some time. As a result, breaking down barriers and embracing new technology are obviously the future. Next, think about how Ripple will play a role in this. Evidently, they were a component of the current enormous payments ecosystem, as Monica pointed out, weren't they? We are aware of the sum that is tied up in these nasal Vostro accounts that are not being used. Now that Ripple is trying to decentralize 10 trillion using XRP, we're entering a new domain, but things are looking difficult. The game is using tokenization to represent real-world assets. Also, the steady coin game is available. They have anticipated stablecoins. I believe he said 3 to 4 billion years, but I can't be sure. Big and safe, these coins are worth a lot. Most assuredly can be found in these markets. Maybe stablecoins aren't something you use often, but when we think about international banks, they want to protect their money from volatility risk. Or, you may hold a stable currency to free up your Vostro accounts. An important event is on the horizon. A public scolding of the SEC chair would be appropriate if Ripple CEO desired the incarceration of crypto CEOs. And in his opinion, it's completely useless. In cases where he is absolutely right. What about the SEC? How effective has it been to provide complete and unrestricted exemption, without jeopardizing Ripple and XRP? Gensler, in contrast, was fully capable. He met with SPF multiple times but took no action. An impact on other areas compared to SEC news in regards to the case and the XRP ETF, the president stated that Long has had discussions with Subtleties regarding the upcoming launch of the XRP ETF, Ripple stablecoin, and XRP lawsuit payouts. Interesting, isn't it? She claims that while Ripple stablecoin won't pose any threat to XRP, it will help with institutional investors and enterprises' growing interest in XRP, and with Ripple's training and business in less liquid areas. The stablecoin reserves will be managed by Ripple using the standard custody that it acquired and shared early on. Monique Law's bullish prediction for the XRP ETF is sustained by multiple indicators. So far, just two cryptocurrency assets, XRP and Bitcoin, have received unambiguous support from the US government. Among the impending infusions of institutional capital are exchange-traded funds, ETFs. We ought to have foreseen everything by this point. That is factual. All you have to do is wait. Do nothing but wait for this to take off. It would be like a tug of war over XRP if this monster could breach its resistance, which is the old all-time high for 2017. We would all be cheering as if it were throwing over 9,000 worth of RP. You may be sure that trying to get that 9,000 will not be successful, you people. Chat. According to GPT, the XRP price would have been different if the case had never happened. Do you not find that to be an interesting one? Looking down the page, we can observe that in the case of rapid expansion, a price increase of 150 to 200%, putting GBT Portos XRP at between 1.50 and 1.80, is possible. That is just amazing. I believe we may reach far greater heights if we begin from our current position. For women's assets, which reached a record high in 2017 but didn't quite make it in 2020, perhaps we could be focusing on sending over the previous high instead. That being the case, it could be right. But have you heard anything? We would have been talking about XRP pricing of 10 or higher throughout this bull cycle if we were still in the 1.50 to 2 range. In a recent post, GPT predicted that XRP's price might reach 3.60, a 300% to 500% increase from December levels. The all-time high was 3.84 in 2018, so this wouldn't be the highest, but it would still be lower. In South Korea, that would have been the price. In the US, it would be roughly 280. This would put us in a position where we may potentially be under A. It will be interesting to see how this develops. According to renowned expert JD, the price of XRP might rise to 7.50 per coin, an increase of 150%. His assertion that big wicks and candles are shown in this illustration is supported by the visual. Be advised that the arrow on his chart merely suggests that his aim may go up, not that it is truly pointing there. Well, it's far from ideal, but 75% is definitely doable. After you see my next video, please subscribe and like my channel.